In this village of only women, 2 boys were born for the first time in 100 years. The settlement had always been cut off by blizzards, so all the women's sexual needs were taken care of by one 50-year-old man. Now, with 2 boys finally here, the women began competing fiercely in hunting. The one who caught the most game would be named queen, and get the most time with the boys. They all wore masks during the act, so the boys wouldn't be influenced by their looks. To experience pleasure sooner, the women took extremely good care of the brothers. The older one was named Moby, the younger was called Ivy. They lived what seemed like happy days, not knowing that once they fully matured, they'd face torment from every woman in the village. Moby grew up brave, while Ivy remained timid. As they got older, the women watched them more strictly, taking away almost all their freedom. Since Moby matured first, he was appointed village chief at just 13, but the role came with no power. Instead, he had to serve 20 women every night. He performed multiple duties as chief, a nightmare for a boy who'd just turned 13. He couldn't return home to sleep until dawn. Innocent Ivy didn't know what his brother went through, but he wished he could help share Moby's burden. Moby was glad he was the one made chief. At least his little brother's innocence was spared. Because of the village's darkness, Moby tried to spend more time playing with Ivy. One day, they found an abandoned backpack left by outsiders. Inside were modern items and a magazine. That's when they realized there was more to the world than their village. There were big cities out there. They also heard stories of a mysterious monster detective named Hidden God. Moby started forming a plan. He promised Ivy that when he was a little older, he'd take him away from this place, but he never expected that just days later, Ivy would also show signs of becoming a man. Moby told his brother to keep it a secret, or he'd suffer inhuman treatment. That night, Moby gathered all the women. He offered them a deal. He would work hard to satisfy every woman in the village, but only if they let Ivy leave safely. If they refused, he would end his life right there. Not wanting to lose their only mature male, the women agreed. The next day, they stood at the village entrance. Moby told Ivy to head south. That's where he'd find Hidden God's detective agency. Watching Ivy walk away, Moby finally felt relief. He knew he could never escape this village, but at least his brother wouldn't have to endure the same fate. But what he didn't expect was that right after Ivy left, the tribe sent hunters to track and kill him. When Moby found out, he rushed furiously to confront the queen. But how could a 13-year-old boy defeat women who hunted every day? In that moment, Moby felt completely hopeless. He was sure Ivy had been killed. He decided to make the whole village pay. Moby broke free from his restraints and rushed into the forbidden zone of the village. There lay a mysterious stone that had been causing the endless snow. He didn't know what would happen when he removed it, but with his brother gone, he had nothing left to live for. As Moby lifted the stone, a mysterious energy burst out. Within minutes, the village and all the women vanished, but Ivy had actually escaped. He found Hidden God's agency and joined the detective team. When Moby learned his brother was alive, he set out and found him. If you were made to live in a village of women, serving their needs every day, would you want that life?